These horrifying 45 Mother Nature encounters ought to scar you for the rest of your life. Number 45. On July 10th, 2022, a group of British tourists were trekking through Kyrgyzstan's Tian Shan Mountains, a majestic range once part of the ancient Silk Road. A man by the name of Harry Shimon, capturing the stunning scenery on camera, had no idea how close he'd come to documenting a terrifying moment of survival.
Oh dear God.
A massive avalanche, triggered by a glacier collapse, roared down the mountainside, engulfing Harry in a blinding whiteout. Miraculously, he survived, shielded by a rocky outcrop as the rest of his group also found shelter. Number 44. In the mountainous region of Nantao County, Taiwan, heavy rains often trigger landslides, making the roads in this area particularly dangerous. On May 17, 2022, a man was driving alongside an industrial road when his path was blocked by falling rocks. He stepped out of his car to inspect the situation, unaware of the danger building above. As he looked toward the hillside, the ground began to tremble, and then this happened. The man barely made it back to his car and reversed just in time, narrowly escaping disaster. Thankfully emerging unscathed, but the landslide completely blocked the road. Number 43. In the quiet town of Zavolsk, Russia, where winter brings heavy snowfalls, snow buildup on rooftops is a common but dangerous sight. On February 16, 2019, a woman was walking past a market, unaware that the snow above had been accumulating for days. As she continued along, the weight of the snow reached its tipping point, and then, without warning, this happened. Thankfully, bystanders rushed to her aid, and she escaped without injury. This close call led to a state inspection of buildings in the area. Number 42. January 1st, 2024. A new year begins with a violent tremor. A powerful earthquake strikes Japan's Noto Peninsula, sending shockwaves through coastal communities and triggering a tsunami warning. One man driving home hears the urgent alert and knows he has to escape to higher ground. Along the way, he spots an elderly neighbor and without hesitation urges her into his car. But just as they speed away from the danger zone, the sea itself rises up to meet them.
ナイルちゃんわけや。ナイルちゃんど、いたった。ナイルちゃん。地震は下がね、上がらしんか。上上がらしんかって。敵になったよ。うちの中で。 그래야.
Hasta mina to está.
민나 안 왔다요.
Ugi hasta allá.
Miraculously, they escaped the deadly surge unscathed. Number 41. On March 11th, 2011, the quiet coastal town of Yuriagi, Japan was enjoying a normal day when disaster struck. A monstrous 9.0 magnitude earthquake rattled the ground. But the real terror came moments later. A colossal tsunami surged toward the town. Amidst the chaos, one man ran for his life, making it to a footbridge over the Notorigawa River as the towering wave loomed closer. The tsunami engulfed the riverbank, rushing towards the bridge. He clung to the railing, narrowly escaping the devastating wave that could have ended a lot worse. Number 40. In the mountainous region of Terry, India, the Rishikesh-Gangotri Highway winds through the steep hills that are especially vulnerable to landslides during the rainy season. In early September 2021, a scooter rider was traveling this very road when the hillside above began to shift. And then, this happened. Thankfully, he escaped unharmed, though the highway was blocked for hours, disrupting traffic and leaving a reminder of the constant risks in this rugged region. Number 39. High in the remote wilderness of Alaska, two kayakers by the names of Josh Bastier and Andrew Hooper embarked on what seemed like a peaceful adventure at Spencer Glacier. Located within Chagash National Forest, this massive glacier, known for its majestic beauty, loomed above them as they paddled closer. As the temperatures soared to record highs in Alaska that summer, glaciers were melting faster than usual. And what happened next was proof of that. The huge collapse sent waves towering 10 feet high toward the kayakers. They furiously paddled to safety, narrowly escaping disaster. Thankfully, both men survived the intense encounter. Number 38. In the mountainous region of Ebian County, Sichuan, China, residents have long lived with the threat of landslides, especially during the rainy seasons. Torrential downpours had battered the region for weeks in July 2019, saturating the unstable terrain. People going about their daily routines had no idea they were on the brink of disaster when the mountainside above began to shift, and then this happened. An enormous landslide sent rocks, debris, and trees crashing into the river, collapsing a nearby dam and cutting off power to the local hydroelectric plant. Roads were blocked, cars were swept away, but thankfully no one was injured. The emergency responders worked quickly to remove over 700,000 cubic feet of debris and reroute traffic, while the area faced severe storm damage and power outages in the aftermath. Number 37. On December 28, 2014, a man by the name of Bradley Ambrose stood on the edge of the Marum Lava Lake on Ambrym Island in Vanuatu, one of the most active volcanoes in the world. As a seasoned adventurer, Ambrose was no stranger to danger, but nothing could prepare him for the raw power of the boiling lava below. Armed with his camera, he approached the fiery lake, eager to capture nature's fury up close when this happened. Miraculously, Ambrose escaped unscathed, though the intense heat could have easily caused severe burns, or much worse. It was a narrow escape from one of nature's most dangerous forces. Number 36. In March 2021, after 800 years of dormancy, the Fagradalsfjall volcano in Iceland erupts, drawing tourists and photographers eager to witness the spectacle. Among the crowd, one photographer edges dangerously close, captivated by the fiery display. But then, without warning, nature takes a terrifying turn.
It's a tempest closest. Someone, oh! Woohoo!
Bursts of lava nearly engulf him, and though he escaped, the moment could have ended much, much worse. Number 35. On September 27, 2024, Hurricane Helena tore through Boone, North Carolina, leaving destruction in its wake. A woman by the name of Rachel Wilkes stood on her parents' patio, casually filming the storm as rain poured down and water rushed through the nearby hills. But what began as an innocent recording quickly turned into a nightmare when this happened.
I'm okay.
My car's gone.
I'm okay. It's okay.
Everything's gone. It's all gone.
It's okay. It's okay.
Are your parents okay?
They're okay.
Miraculously, Rachel and her parents survived unharmed, escaping what could have been tragedy. Number 34. In the hilly, landslide-prone region of Cianjur Regency, West Java, Indonesia, the Sukanagara Highway is a vital route for local traffic, but its steep slopes can become treacherous, especially during the rainy seasons. After days of heavy rainfall in April 2020, the saturated earth in the area became dangerously unstable. As a man was traveling along the winding road, he had no idea of the looming danger he was about to face. The man narrowly escaped being swept away, managing to avoid disaster just in time. Fortunately, despite the intense situation, no injuries were reported, though the event caused significant disruption to the area. Number 33. On November 27, 2013, deep in the icy waters of the Arctic, a film crew led by Stephen Leonard and Arctic expert Jason Roberts were capturing breathtaking footage of towering glaciers for their documentary, Incredible Journeys. As they floated beneath a giant 131-foot tall glacier surrounded by freezing silence, things took a drastic turn.
Can we get out of here?
massive chunk of ice broke free, crashing into the sea. With seconds to spare, the crew restarted their engine and narrowly escaped a deadly encounter. Number 32. On April 15, 2018, a fierce winter storm swept through Toronto, transforming the city into a frozen landscape. A man by the name of Ben Lucier kept a close watch on his backyard through his security camera as the storm battered the towering trees around his home. One tree, heavy with ice, began to bend ominously. As his dog Sprocket wandered the yard, this happened. In a sudden crash, the tree fell, barely missing Sprocket. It was a lucky escape that could have ended in disaster. Number 31. On November 7, 2021, a heavy snowfall blanketed the city of Langfang in China's Hebei province, marking the early arrival of winter. The freezing cold and thick snow caused by the La Niña climate pattern disrupted daily life across the region. In the midst of this, a woman, after receiving a package, made her way back home, unaware that something unexpected and dangerous was building up above her. Huge slabs of freshly fallen snow hit one after the other. Thankfully, however, she escaped unharmed. Number 30. On February 7, 2018, in the quiet streets of Kew, London, a street cleaner was going about his routine, unaware of the danger looming above. Kew, near Heathrow Airport, often echoes with the sound of planes landing, but on this day, something far more unusual was brewing in the skies. As he worked, something unexpected hurtled down from a passing aircraft. A 44-pound block of ice, believed to have fallen from a plane, missing him by mere inches. Although shaken, the man remained unharmed. Number 29. In November 2018, the town of Paradise, California was consumed by one of the most devastating wildfires in recent history. Tens of thousands fled as flames devoured everything in their path. Among them, one family found themselves trapped in a race against time and fire.
Heavenly Father, please help us. Please help us to be safe. I'm thankful for Jeremy and his willingness to be brave.
Miraculously, they made it out, narrowly escaping the inferno. Number 28. On March 27, 2023, at Sundance Mountain Resort in Utah, skiers were enjoying record snowfall, but as they glided down the mountain, a deep rumble broke the calm.
Biggest avalanches I've ever seen in real life. It's gonna pummel us. Oh my gosh. What? Dude, I hope nobody's down on Boot Hill.
Yeah.
Video?
Oh my gosh.
Here it comes, bro. Oh.
An avalanche thundered down, stopping just short of the resort. Luckily, everyone made it out unharmed. A happy turnout on what could have been a catastrophic ending. Number 27. On February 25, 2019, the usually calm shores of Lake Erie near Buffalo, New York, were transformed by fierce winds reaching upward of 75 miles per hour. As the winds howled across the lake, they pushed massive chunks of ice toward the shoreline. One man walking along the shore found himself in the path of an event no one could have anticipated.
There's the big sheet of ice that was coming down because it broke over the barge with this high wind.
An ice tsunami surged over the walls, flooding the land and forcing the man to make a quick escape. Thankfully, he made it out safely, despite the chaotic scene. Number 26. Mount St. Helens, known for its beauty and danger, attracts thrill-seekers year-round. But on its snowy slopes, one skier was about to face an unexpected threat. With the mountain's steep terrain and unstable snowpack, disaster was just one move away when this happened. A single turn triggered a small but powerful avalanche. Miraculously, the skier managed to stay on their feet, narrowly escaping the cascade of snow. Number 25. On August 17, 2024, a group of thrill-seeking adventurers ascended Mount Dukono in Indonesia. Located on the island of Halmahera, Mount Dukono is one of Indonesia's most active volcanoes, sitting within the Pacific Ring of Fire. Despite strict government warnings to stay within a 2-mile safety zone due to its volatile state, this group ventured dangerously close to the crater. As they reached the peak, something terrifying began to unfold. Captured by government-operated drones, the climbers scrambled down the slopes in a desperate bid to escape. Miraculously, they made it out safely with no injuries reported. A close call that could have ended much worse. Number 24. On December 26, 2004, the beaches of Thailand were bustling with tourists, enjoying what seemed like a perfect holiday. But beneath the calm waters, a massive 9.1 magnitude earthquake struck off the coast of Sumatra, triggering a chain of events no one could have anticipated.
Holy crap!
A towering tsunami crashed ashore, sweeping everything in its path. By mere luck, bystanders were lucky to escape just in time. Number 23. On July 28, 2018, high in the Karakoram mountain range in Pakistan, a group of campers found themselves at Spantik Base Camp, the primary staging area for climbers attempting to summit Spantik Peak. As climbers prepared to pack up and head home after their expedition, what happened next was borderline disturbing.
Holy sh**! Hi.
The campers scattered, narrowly escaping disaster, fortunately resulting in no injuries, a chilling reminder of nature's hidden dangers. Number 22. On March 11, 2011, a magnitude 9 earthquake struck Japan, marking the beginning of a historic Tōhoku earthquake and tsunami disaster. In the coastal city of Kamaishi, residents scrambled to escape as the deadly tsunami surged toward them. Among them, a driver navigated the chaotic streets, unaware of just how close danger truly was. Thanks to quick thinking, the driver managed to escape the wave in the nick of time, narrowly avoiding what could have been a devastating outcome. Number 21. On May 31st, 2017, in Ogden, Quebec, Canada, a man by the name of Vincent was enjoying a quiet stroll, unaware that a powerful thunderstorm was gathering strength overhead. The air was calm and everything seemed peaceful, until, without warning, this happened. Miraculously, he escaped unscathed, but it was a terrifying reminder of how close disaster can strike during storms. Number 20. On November 28, 2021, Cyclone Arwen battered the UK with winds reaching upwards of 100 miles per hour in treacherous sea conditions. In Scarborough, North Yorkshire, one man ventured onto the promenade, unaware of the danger brewing in the stormy waters. As he walked along, powerful waves surged closer, and then this happened. Miraculously, he stayed on his feet and escaped unharmed, narrowly avoiding disaster. Number 19. On May 28, 2018, in the town of Teguasco, Cuba, subtropical storm Alberto unleashed torrential rains that overwhelmed the area. The Palmarito Reservoir, which helps supply water to local farmlands, had already swelled to dangerous levels, placing immense pressure on the nearby bridge. Two pedestrians, unaware of the growing danger, approached the weakened structure. As they walked closer, this happened. The bridge collapsed into the raging floodwaters, but the pedestrians somehow managed to turn and run to safety just in time. Number 18. On December 21st, 2019, the picturesque town of Satara along Italy's Amalfi coast found itself on the verge of disaster. Heavy rains had drenched the steep hillside, making the ground dangerously unstable. Amid the chaos, a lone individual stood under an umbrella, unaware that they were at the edge of danger. As the hillside above began to stir, this happened. Miraculously, they escaped completely unscathed. Number 17. On January 20th, 2024, Roy Namur Island, part of the Kwajalein Atoll in the Marshall Islands, faced an unforeseen disaster. The island's low elevation, less than 13 feet above sea level, made it highly vulnerable to powerful ocean swells. That evening, as tourists dined at a restaurant within a military complex, conditions were rapidly deteriorating. Strong winds and rising tides hinted at something dangerous brewing offshore. And then, without warning, this happened.
Keep the door closed, keep the door closed. Whoa!
Where's Viv?
Whoa! What? Where's Viv? Where's Viv? Bert, you good? You good? Oh my God. Jake, are you okay? Coming in! Get out of here! Look, that's like 5 feet up.
Thankfully, no serious injuries were reported, but the island's infrastructure sustained heavy damage. and recovery efforts took months. Number 16. In the calm of March 31st, 2019, tourists stood mesmerized by the beauty of Breda Merkurjökull, a glacier known for its dramatic ice carving in Vatnajökull National Park, Iceland. This glacier, part of Europe's largest ice cap, has been shrinking at an alarming rate, drawing visitors eager to witness its power up close. As the group admired the glacier, a loud crack echoed through the air, and this happened. Luckily, they ran to safety just in time, escaping what could have been a far worse disaster. Number 15. On March 18, 2016, in Yiyang Hunan Province, China, a busy motorway suddenly turned into a scene of chaos. This region, nestled in south-central China, is known for its lush mountains and heavy rainfall, which makes it highly prone to landslides during the monsoon season. Days of relentless rain had saturated the ground, and as motorists navigated the winding road, everything seemed normal, until nature had other plans. The landslide was so massive that it blocked the entire highway, forcing cars to stop in their tracks. Thankfully, no one was hurt, as drivers managed to turn around in time, avoiding what could have been a deadly disaster. Number 14. On Lake Erie, a popular spot for fishing in the Great Lakes region, the weather can change in an instant. On a Friday in May 2015, a man by the name of Ed Krupa and his buddy Corey were enjoying a peaceful day on the water with a few other fishermen. The skies seemed calm, but what followed next left them all stunned. While shaken, everyone on board, including Corey, was unharmed. Number 13. In the mountainous region of Lishan, China, the rainy season had left the steep slopes vulnerable to disaster. The winding roads that cut through Mebianyi Autonomous County are often prone to landslides, especially after heavy downpours. As motorists made their way along the road, the earth above them began to shift, signaling disaster. On September 16, 2024, this happened. The windscreen and rearview mirror were shattered by the impact, but miraculously, the passengers escaped without injury. Fortunately, the damage was limited to the vehicle, and those inside were left shaken, but unharmed. Number 12. In the summer of 2012, a man by the name of Jens Moller, a native of Greenland, set out with his uncle and an Australian tourist on a boat trip to explore one of Greenland's hidden wonders, a glacier known as Iki, located near Ilulissat. Iki is famous for its towering ice walls and the dramatic calving events that can send huge chunks of ice crashing into the water. As they neared the glacier, no one expected what would happen next. Thankfully, Mulder's uncle reacted quickly, steering the boat away from the surge in the nick of time, leaving everyone on board shaken but safe. Number 11. On June 13, 2012, a global national news crew led by reporter Francis Silvaggio was on the scene in Johnson's Landing, British Columbia, covering a devastating landslide. Heavy rainfall had already left the area vulnerable, and as they documented the destruction, the atmosphere grew tense, hinting that something was about to go horribly wrong.
Landslide strikes, barreling down the mountainside at speeds near 90 miles an hour. And a Canadian news team is there to catch the disaster in real time.
Miraculously, they managed to escape just in time. Number 10. On November 4th, 2018, in the mountainous regions of Benguet, Philippines, a bus carrying passengers was stranded on a dangerous rain-soaked road. As a woman by the name of Kirsi Masilam filmed the scene, the ground began to tremble under the weight of the soaked hillside. And then this happened. Miraculously, the bus was able to reverse in time, and both the passengers and the woman remained unharmed. Number 9. On July 28, 2024, drivers on the Jinan-Weifang Expressway in China were cruising through the mountainous terrain, blissfully unaware of the danger looming above. Recent weather patterns had heightened the risk of landslides, and as cars sped along, everything seemed normal, until nature revealed its fury. Thankfully, drivers reacted quickly, narrowly escaping the chaos. Number 8. On August 12, 2016, heavy rains struck the city of Yulin, South China, transforming the streets into rivers of fast-moving water. As floodwaters surged through the city, a bus driver found himself in the middle of the chaos. While navigating through the submerged roads, he spotted a car being swept away by the relentless current. Without hesitation, the driver made a life-changing decision to intervene. Thanks to his quick thinking, the car's occupants were able to climb onto the bus, narrowly escaping what could have been a devastating outcome. Number 7. In August 2024, in the flood-ravaged districts of Qila Abdullah, Balochistan, Pakistan, relentless rains had caused flash floods to surge through the Kolk River. The situation was dire as the floodwaters trapped a family inside their vehicle, leaving them stranded and terrified. Rescue efforts seemed impossible, with the raging waters making access near impossible. But one man by the name of Mohibullah was able to make a life-saving decision. Thankfully, everyone made it out unharmed, and Mohibullah's heroic act earned him nationwide recognition and a reward from the Prime Minister of Pakistan. Number 6. On August 30th, 2024, in Himachal Pradesh, a region in northern India infamous for its breathtaking mountain roads, a driver cautiously navigated the narrow path during the monsoon season. The area had already been hit by deadly landslides due to relentless rainfall. As he made his way through the winding road, the ground began to shift, and then this happened.
कोई यार गाड़ी मंडी मात पार गाड़ी वाला बच गया शुक्र है गाड़ी वाला बच गया आदमी शुक्र है कसम है.
Miraculously, the driver slammed into reverse just in time, narrowly escaping disaster. Number 5. On June 17, 2017, a group of fishermen enjoyed a calm evening in Greenland's Keret Fjord, surrounded by towering cliffs and glaciers. Everything seemed peaceful, but beneath the surface, a hidden danger was brewing. The towering wave, over 30 feet high, crashed ashore as the fishermen scrambled for their lives. Miraculously, by mere moments, they escaped the wave's destructive force. Number 4. In September 2024, Hurricane Helen drenched the Blue Ridge Mountains of North Carolina, triggering landslides. A man by the name of Alan, along with his wife Kelly, were driving along Interstate 40. Little did they know, disaster was rapidly approaching.
Whoa!
With quick reflexes, Alan accelerated, narrowly escaping the torrent. Miraculously, they emerged unharmed. Number 3. In 2022, Pakistan faced devastating flooding during an unusually intense monsoon season, displacing millions and leaving destruction in its wake. Amid the chaos, a man spotted a dog stranded in the rising floodwaters. Driven by compassion, he leapt into action to save the dog. But what happened next was borderline disturbing. Fortunately, both the man and the dog made it to safety. Number 2. On February 5th, 2014, a woman and her dog strolled along Tramore Beach in Ireland, enjoying the calm after a storm. The sea looked peaceful, lulling them into a false sense of security. But nature can be deceptive.
Hey! What? Clean yourself! Hey! Hey!
Thankfully, onlookers rushed to their aid, pulling them from the water just in time. Though shaken and soaked, they escaped serious injury, highlighting the ocean's unpredictable power. Number 1. On August 1st, 2018, a white SUV was carefully making its way along a narrow, winding mountain road in rural China, where landslides are a common danger during the rainy season. Recent heavy rains had made the terrain unstable, and as the driver rounded a bend, loose rocks began to tumble down the hillside, a warning sign of what was to come. Miraculously, the occupants escaped unharmed, aided by passengers from a trailing vehicle. If you thought these encounters were unsettling, then these 50 other Mother Nature encounters ought to borderline leave you paranoid.